Alright guys, what's up? Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. Hope you guys are feeling well. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are ready to get green on this beautiful trading day. So, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, remember the disclaimer. Remember that day trading is, of course, risky business. A lot of people are having a hard time. So, it's best to take it slow in the beginning, build experience, become competent before putting out a ton of risk. All right, ensure that your tuition to the market is on the lower side of things as you go through the learning curve. Other than that, remember, copy trading does not work here. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, which means I will never message you first. Be careful of fake accounts. All right, a lot of fake accounts out there. Take a look at the disclaimer. Be careful. Fake accounts on all platforms still to this day, sadly. All right, so be careful, and I'll write up the watch list. We're a little short on time, so I'm going to write up my top three, which is BNZI, MSS, and SEEL cheaper stock. Those are my top three. There are two other ones. One of them is also another cheaper stock, and then the other one is HSCS. HSCS, I did notice yesterday in after hours, but it didn't really do much, and it's kind of struggling. So we'll see. Maybe it does something. If it does, if it hits the scans, then I'll jump over on that one. But let's see. So BNZI, I'll start there. It's up 50%, 5 million shares of volume. I believe we traded this one recently. Let me just double check. Yeah, a few days ago, this one did move up on the 20th, 750. All right, not bad. I'm going to clear my drawing set just to get some fresh levels going. So after our highs, or let's say pre-market highs on the 20th, we have 893. Intraday high was 750. So coming over to today, what is our pre-market chart looking like? So pretty decent so far. Nice move up. And we've been going sideways. This definitely does look interesting. The low of the pullback here has been about 620. And over VWAP, it seems we had a bit of a double top at 679. So that gives us a bit of a range. And let's see how this one does. This could be interesting. BNZI here. I'll have smaller size coming into the open, and I'll take it from there. MSS, SEL. Let's see here. MSS for a quick couple of trend lines. Let me just take a quick look. 194 after our highs. Pre-market highs are so far about 78. This one is a little interesting. I'm going to put 73 really here. I'm going to put 73. It's uptrending, but the volume a little lighter. We'll see if it continues. We definitely would want to see over 2. The 200 EMA on the daily is at 229. So if it does get over 2, can we see 230? And if it gets over 230, perhaps 250. So MSS also looks interesting. The cheaper stock, I kind of just have it up because we don't have a ton else that look really good, but we'll see how that one does. These days, the cheaper stocks are not bad, man, but I don't know. I just prefer higher price right now. So BNZI coming into the open, looking forward to being disciplined, looking forward to being patient. When I get a rhythm, I have to stay in rhythm. That's my biggest thing here, is, to really be patient for the A quality trades. At times I'm forcing it a little bit, like yesterday on, that NV, whatever the stock was. and getting out of rhythm. So you got to be patient. Just be, just be patient for those better trades, and see how it goes from there. So let's trade to the best of our abilities here. Let's be disciplined. Another beautiful day. There's 65. BNZI just kind of waiting to see how volume gets into it. I should have given that more time, but okay. $7. BNZI is moving up. My level 2 is lagging. Oh, that's going to be a costly loss. Did the stock just teleport down? I couldn't tell. The low there's 78 so far, it seems. There's a small spread. Worth noting. MSS is moving as well. Good to see. MSS halt is at 190. Sometimes you hit cancel, nothing happens. Like, they better stop trying to play with me here. KB, can we see back over 7? There's a damn spread, which is it's gonna make it tricky. MSS is back down a bit. Oh, okay, it's coming down. That's fine. All right, MSS, SEL. Scratch trades after all that. I'm gonna go HSCS. How's this one doing? Would have been nice to walk away with something. Too much size. Wrong share size. Wrong stock. Different stock. The bids on HSCS is opening up, so I don't like that. I'm gonna wait. HSCS is starting to move up a little bit, but can we hold up our levels here? MSS. Perhaps I should have put some focus there. 72 dip is going to hold. High of day is at 89 for MSS. BNZI, it's back up. Oh, you gotta be careful with this spread, man. Can we get halted up 29? Bro, I should have gotten filled. Come on. They trying to play me today, man. I'm like, I gotta come correct. What's going on? BNCI, back up. 38 for the halt. I wouldn't mind seeing it getting halted up here. I think that could be good. False halt again. I did have 750 as a level, so I want to be careful up here. Be patient. But at this rate, I'd rather see it get halted up. Like, can we get locked in right here? Right at the resistance. Can we get locked in? $57 to halt up now. $31. Oh, let's cut that. And it hit the bids. Ah, son of a gun. Son of a gun. There was red printing too. I didn't get not even a single fill. That would have been nice. Trying again. 65 for the halt up. Sometimes you want those key trades. So MSS, checking it out. MSS. Stock kind of whippy as it's going up, but you know, it's the type of stock we could work with, right? It's not the best, but fair enough. The new 5-minute candles 1 minute away. I think I want to remain on the offensive here. But it's possible it does pull back first, in which case I wouldn't mind re-averaging. All depends. This might be too low. All right, I'll leave. Well, mm, okay, maybe it is too low. All right, okay, resumption. Let's see, resumption will be. I kind of second guessed that because I looked at the 5 minute chart and the volume actually looks decent, but it might have been too low. Like for the 5 minute setup, and the halt down was like 8 cents away. But yeah, BNZI resumption 893 was the next target. 42, 42.58. So we got another minute and some change. MSS, I wouldn't be surprised if it does curl up. I think it's possible. Guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Right now, the party is about to get started. What will it be on this beautiful resumption? Ticker symbol BNZI. I'll be looking for something very specific here in the MMU community. We look for the dip and rip, all depending on how it plays out. And we could see the setup if the stock resumes higher, lower, or at the same price. It all depends on how the price action plays out, but I'll look for that trade. If the continuation trade is there, I could take it, but I don't know. We'll see, because sometimes these 5 day trades, these last like week and a half, not really like continuing. So maybe I just take one trade and then I wait. 10 seconds on my side. No fear, no hesitation. Here we go. Can we dip again? Can we dip again? No new high of day. I could try again. Hard to hold that, being that I'm in a little higher. It's taking a little too long. I'm gonna wait a sec. 897 is the resistance that I really have here, so we'll see. Oh, I must have gotten a terrible fill there. What happened? Must have gotten filled at 850. 795 for highs. Let's see how we do here. And maybe it needs even a bigger pullback here. Just a little bit of slippage, nothing crazy. So waiting patiently. Nope. Fair trades. Oh, come on. Retested the lows, or is it so inaccurate after this resumption trade? I mean, geez Louise. Highs at 80, or not 80, $8. Not good. That's gonna be a massive loss. Well, alright, whatever. Here. I've been 1 for 11 since the resumption. Goodness sake. That's gonna do it to you. We're seeing a 5-minute pullback, it would seem. Not accurate on any of the dips here so far, or the breakouts. Brother. Well, I'll get caught going down here. Are you kidding me? Christ. Oh, great. Lovely. I got filled. That's a miracle right there to get that fill. There's like 40,000 shares sitting on the ask. So that's a miracle to get that fill right there. Well, every dip I took and every breakout after the resumption, not good. But the stock did show good entries, I think, overall. So taking trades after resumption made sense. I just was pretty inaccurate. So green 700 to red 1K. We'll see if something else comes up. MSS, how did we do? Well, not so good. This one sold off. I could have sized down, but stock felt good. We'll see if something else pops up. HSCS, SEL, cheaper stock. Moving up. Going 1 for 10 or whatever that was, it's like pretty crazy. 1 for 8, 1 for 7. Depths, accuracy. So let's see, 50, let's see here. High is 54. There is a new 5-minute pullback, 5-minute candlestick here. I'm not sure why I didn't sell 1,000 shares there. I think something happened with my hotkey. I'll trade this penny for a few minutes. You know, if it doesn't move aggressively fast, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. They're decent, but the past store prefers something over $1. And where is this? He's downstairs. Bro, BNZI, I can't believe this thing kept going down into the halt. I mean, it was just maybe 10 cents away, but it looked good for the bounce at the whole dollar. We're getting a new low, 49. I guess I should have took my 1 cent, perhaps. Yeah, switching away from the pennies. VNZI resumption coming up. I'm gonna try to dip here, see if there's something. Volume a little lighter, not really seeing much. Maybe it does bounce, but I lost like 70 cents plus in that move, which is just absolutely unbelievable. After being up like 25 cents. So basically like $1 share. MSS is also pulling back here. VNZI, we had a low of 62. Slow bounce, slow curl so far. We're 1 minute into this current candle, so it's still pretty young. I'm gonna wait. Is DJT worth it? HSCS, how are we doing? Having trouble. Bro, are you kidding me? Alright, site. Alright. The hell with this stock, man. Taking me to the depths. Brother. Well, I gave back yesterday's gains. Maybe it's a good place to stop. Slow down. I need to find this freaking. Where are these blue light glasses, brother? Well, I'll be back in a sec. So I'm thinking damage control and just take it easy here. Hopefully there's another stock that comes. But BNZI taking me to the depths. SEL still fighting sideways consolidation. 52 5250, definitely a big level to watch if it gets over. Well, anytime my accuracy is below like 46%, I'll be red. Today on this stock, my accuracy is a whopping, maybe if I have to guess, 15%. So that's call for depths. All right. At this rate, I gotta leave it alone. So CSEL, HSCS, those two are kind of sideways. Although SEL is sideways at the highs. MSS, not much. SEL has the best setup out of the three by far. The last breakdown it gave was pretty gradual. This break, if we see another one, if it's very aggressive, could be good. The NZI in the side of my eyes, man, tempting me. I mean, if you're accurate on it, it's not a bad stock. Not a bad stock at all. 788 for the halt up. Should have marketed in. Freaking heck. It still didn't go, but definitely a good place to hold a little longer if I'm in. To give it that chance to break out. Still having trouble, but can we get through 52.50? Oh, false breakout. Is it gonna Titanic? Surprised that it's holding up. Meaning that it's back below 52.50. But maybe a bit of a shakeout to then retest the highs. But the dip and rip pretty good. I opted for a limit order to get in on the bids. Not good. I don't know what the ask was because I wasn't really watching at the ask. But if the spreads were fairly tight, it could have been worth it for sure. So far, this is my biggest red day of the month. So right now, I'm just taking it easy, and I'm hoping we get something for damage control here. The day is still pretty young, but ideally, I don't want to be down over like 1200 on a day. Sometimes it'll happen. Freaking HSTS, just the bid's just dropping out of it. Maybe not worth watching. BNZI on the other hand, 750 seems to be resistance. If this flushes out, I'll take the dip. Or is it holding? BNCI. Fooled me once, fooled me twice. If it fools me a third time, well, shame on me, right? Coming back for some more. Coming back for some more. Oh, perhaps halting up. Oh, holy shit. Not good. It's trying for the halt up again. 42. False. Oh, nope. It's trying. Okay, there it is. The dip from the first halt up, the spreads were a little too big, so I couldn't jump in. The only other entry I think I could have took was maybe back over 8. Like 804, 805 entry. Not aggressive enough to jump in there. But the dip was about like 75, 78. But we're halting up at like 814, and then the bids are just down at 78. It's a little hard to jump in. But very good to see. Very good to see. The break of 750, a little shaky at first, but got going eventually. We got up to 60, back to 45, And then after it got to 60 the second time, over 70 started to pull away. So I'll be watching the dip and rip again. HSCS, no good. MSS, had a hard time. SEEL seems to be pulling back, perhaps backside. Resumption is going to be at 15. Yeah, basically at 15. So another 2 minutes and some change. Waiting patiently. Momo Bro saying seal was a good read. Off the bids, the bidders. Now that there's no GIFs, people are posting pictures of what the GIFs were. Ay, ay, ay. BNZI, are we going to see one last hurrah up to 893? I also want to be open-minded in case it happens to be irrationally strong and it does just keep going. But if we get closer to that level, I want to ease off. And can we see the break above and the hold above the whole dollar before getting back involved? $8.42. Couple seconds on my side. No fear, no hesitation as usual. All right, here we go. The dip wasn't super clear. No clear entry, but I mean, if you're super aggressive, there might have been something there. I mean, you just have to buy and hold, buy and hold. But hindsight, what was it, 2020? Well, the halt is now at 10:06. It's super extended. You know, of course, it goes up in this kind of a way where it's like just ultra aggressive entries only. 40 area was, there's something there, but it's a little tricky to get in. It's a little tricky to get in. There wasn't much red printing, but there was a little bit of red. Spreads maybe 15 cents, buying at 40, maybe in 55. But if the flush does come down there to, like, 20 or 10, then you're stopping out for, like, where the bottoms of the dip should be. Not a lot of entries, I would say, overall. But if you're in a place on the day where you're willing to be ultra aggressive, I could see, people making money. Being down already close to 2K, it's like for me to take those type of trades, it's like just at that rate, I'm like YOLOing the day, which is just too a little too much, a little too crazy. Because if the trades do go against me in those high aggressive areas, minus 4K day, and then that's like way, 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 way too, too big. Mm-mm-mm. Freaking the NZI, man. So if I was green, and green in that move, I'd be considering reducing size here because we're now a $10 stock when we were just a $6 stock, which means there's going to be more range on the resumption and more risk. So at this point, it would be like, hey, okay, let's protect the gains. If we can add something, okay. But if we take a haircut, that's the day. So, on this type of resumption, if we don't see the obvious entry, it's like the train has left the station. So 21.31. This would have been nice to see on the first resumption, though, I will say. This level of high continuation, strong move. This is the aim for all the following trades after the first resumption trade. Because there's really one entry, but everything else would be continuation. But this is what I would want to see, the first time around. When this does work out nicely, definitely can add up very quickly. Start hitting those 4, 5, 6, 7K days. And the bulk of the day comes within, the 5, 10, 15 minute time frames of the 2, 3 halts going up. Twenty-one, 31. 21, 31. I've sized down drastically versus what I would have been considering using on the last resumption. Last resumption max size 4,500. This resumption max size 1,800. Base 2K, base now 900. Couple seconds. We're at 10:06. What's it gonna be? Come on, give us something. Taking it. And can we get back above the whole dollar? Not quite. Trying it again. Can we see another flush out here? Hold that, hold down, mother lover. I would have took that dip there. It's only 10 cents away. That's man. 890 dip. Back into previous resistance. It's gonna work so nicely too. The halt down 10 cents away at 880. Damn it, man. Why does it have to play out like that? Come on. See again, if you're super aggressive there though, I mean the entry's there. The entry's there. For that second flush out below 9. But you just have to know that if it doesn't work, it's going into the halt down, you know? Son of a gun. I think that, well, if that's not, if it's not backside, we'll see how it does. Maybe it, consolidates here for a little bit and then eventually curls up. But if it is backside, maybe we've seen the best move already here, more than likely. Market playing games with me today, man. I try not to take those trades because, it's kind of where I had my biggest loser ever of like 5K. It's buying right above the halt down and then stock just, and it almost happened today already. So kind of not taking the chance there. All right, cool. I have no problem with this day. I'll be back. I'll be back later today, tomorrow. Market getting its get back. Come on, these slower fills, man. cut that scratch. Not ideal. A little slow to get in. I've been inaccurate on the dip, so trying to not let that hold me back from jumping in into something like right there. Bought a little slow. Gotta be a little quicker to get in. Mm-mm-mm. It seems like it should go. 50, 59. Well, we couldn't have asked for a better stock here into this breakout. Whether you're green or red, it's on you as the trader here. So I gotta say I could have done better here. Definitely some hesitation in some of these key areas. Taking a couple cents. Not the best fill, but a couple cents. Looks like the 5-minute candle's failing. This was a good stock, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. Although it would have been nice to have some entries going up into the first move around 10 a.m. But I'm not dipped to like 925. So like I'm watching at it, but kind of still waiting for a little bit more confirmation. It's not even really like a hesitation. Like watching for more confirmation. Can we, will we see a little bit more red? Will we see a little bit of a new low before it bounces up again? But it's like, nope, that was the entry. No lingering down there. Just one dip, and then back up to like 960, 970. It's like if you're not in down there 25, 30, 35, 40, the high of day trade is going to be a little bit more tricky because if you're in low, you can just hold and wait with trailing stop or something. And it's so interesting that it gives tighter pullbacks in this area here versus the last time around before the breakout. Relative to the move up. But at least we made back 900 or something close to that, or 800, whatever that was. Better than nothing. At least, you know, we cut the loss in half, which is better than nothing. And I would consider that not so great trading. BNZI, SEL, HSCS, MSS. Waiting patiently. $9.50 is an interesting area if it wants to try something again. But we have high selling volume on these 5-minute candles, so for me this is where I'd start to say backside. Not guaranteed, but you know, looks like we could be on the backside here. BNZI, BNZI. Let's see if it starts to hold above this level here. So far, turbulence, but pulling up. Okay, good, good. So it's possible it tries again. Maybe it's going to be rationally strong here. Resistance. So back over 10 might be a little tricky. We haven't really dipped since the move. So a dip would be nice. And it's such a bad fill. Colossally bad. Okay. Perhaps that's it. Back below 950. If there's no immediate bounce, perhaps the depths is upon us. Looks like 950 might be struggling. So perhaps backside. The 5-minute candle to make the new high right there. A bit of a bluff. $10, a bit of resistance. Came close though. You know, sometimes that's where we'll open up again and just, you know, teleport up to like 1050. BNCI, SEL. SELs came down. Time. Candle still has a minute. It's back up. It's about to close in 15 seconds, so this is pretty big here. So that drop was from 10:11 to 9:30. Brother. Has to be instant up here. What are the odds we get a gradual move over 10? Mm. Damn, I hesitated there, man. Freak. Pastor, brother. Damn it, man. That's on me. I was about to go long 3K size and I second guessed the trade at 10. 10, 10, 11, 10, 10. I'd have been out at like 50. Big green, brother. 40 cents, 3K shares. Now I need a bare knuckle match. Now I need a bare knuckle match again. For those of you who've been here last Thursday and Friday. Bro, there's no way. But the stock did reject again at the highs for the third time. Which might be clips. That might be it. If it still goes, I mean, then it's just, I mean, it's really strong. If it just goes again. I mean, the candlestick is still alive. There's 2 minutes. Time, minute and some change. Come on, show me something good. Not all this indecision here. Oh, come on. It might be getting shorted here. Not great. We need to hold over 11. 33 for the halt up. There's hesitation here, which isn't good. So maybe we need the dip, the bigger dip. Backside. These dips are just so tricky to take. The low there, 10-10. It needs to get back about 50 and quick. The candlestick not looking so good. What freaking disaster. Can't believe I'm saying this so soon after all that studying over the weekend. I shouldn't be saying this for another month. Back over 1050 is good, but you know, we still kind of want to see 60, 70. The candle's about to close in 30 seconds. If we can see 60, 70, then our candlestick looks pretty good. And maybe this is just a pullback and not backside. There's 60. There's 15 seconds. Can we close? Okay, great. This is great. This is good. This is like ideal here as the candle's about to close. So it still looks pretty bullish. So that dip was from $11.20 to $10. Goodness. They're tough dips to take, man. And even down there, it's looking like maybe, you know, it's like reversing. But there are some people who are going to buy there, right? Without any hesitation. It's holding up here really well. Are we going to test 11 right away? Perhaps not. 55. There's a spread here. There's a bid. Smaller bid. Oh, okay. Gonna try again. 27 fill though, kind of high. not great. Kind of high. All right, we're gonna stop out at 10.10, but it's breaking a new low, so maybe we're seeing a bigger 5-minute pullback here. It's good that the last candle closed because then it would have looked pretty weak. Bottom so far 79. Are we seeing backside? Is this backside? The stock seems pretty bullish, so I'll try to dip again one last time. But the halt down is 10 cents away. There it is. So a couple of bigger losses there trying to get the dip. The dip is not holding. It's definitely a stock to watch because, it's been resilient. We'll see if it does go again. But not a good session here for me. I mean, this is the type of stock to be up 5 grand on already. 6, 7, 8,000 maybe. Did not get any proper dips at all throughout the day. Only breakout trading actually is what's saving me from being super red. And even then, we did hesitate on that one big trade, which wasn't good. I think I'm gonna, if depending on how the resumption goes, I think I'll try it, and then that's it if it doesn't hold. But crazy move, man. And BNZI. BNZI. Tim, was this yesterday or today? It's yesterday at 7 p.m. Drawdown. Tim recovering from a drawdown, pretty good. And kept it tight too. Like that was that 10K, pretty tight. So red 1700 to green, or maybe flat, I don't know. Maybe. I have to guess. Let's see. Three, yeah, to flat, or maybe small green, I don't know. One out of the two. We're at 700 again, so we got to be careful here. Well, it goes to show you how much money passes through our accounts, right? XHG. It's also like so much money passes through on a daily basis as well. XHG. The halt up here is at 135 XHG. Could be good if it gets locked in, but $29 by 30. What? I can't go. What is this? Limit orders only? What did I say? Large order, 3,000 shares, 3,300 shares. Wow. for a stock with 7 million shares of volume, 600,000 shares of candle over the last couple of minutes. 7 million shares of volume. Well, all right. Oh, what a botch day, man. More work to be done again. More studying tonight again. $57.47, couple seconds. $9.47. I only took small size, but decent trade there, a couple cents. There's $9 to 5 minute setup. If this is giving like a cup and handle, I mean it's such a low handle, but all right, I'm gonna look to ease off and maybe come back later. Man, you know, these days like today, man, definitely frustrating. I feel a little miserable. Um, not in a really like a bad way, but I'd expect myself to do better on this stock. It was pretty good. Just so out of whack with every pullback. I mean, just buying the dips too high, it's going down another 20-30 cents, getting stopped out. And because I'm selling where I should be buying, sometimes I'm not getting in there to get the move back up. And it's like a double negative. You missed the dip and you took a loss. Rather than just catching the dip and selling into the pop, into the bounce. Even if it's just 20 cents gain, or we hold a little longer, get maybe 40-50 cents. For this to, I think, look good, it needs to be back at least 10.20, 10.40. I don't know. It's just so much of a pullback versus what it could have been. It doesn't mean that it's done. We've seen a lot of stocks still hold up and then try again and whatever, but Tim saying paper hands off of 9. Sold before the bounce, took a loss. I mean, the risk is always on the other side too, So sometimes, the red is printing there, and it's like we're seeing it, and it's like I'm becoming numb to the losses because I took so many of them today. Like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna let's just see what this does. And if I lose the 20 cents below the level, I guess not much changes. The day is still a botch day. This is prime time, bro. This is ideal. The stock goes from 6 to 11, 100% almost. And I lost money here, which is like, looks pretty easy to have avoided. Small rejections. And then the third time was the charm here. Beautiful move. Sadly, not a lot of entries. This area here is, ideally we'd want to hold up and pull away some more. But sometimes you kind of see this like cup and handle stuff, and in the macro, it's still doing its thing. It's still up XYZ percentage. Was that 120? So maybe I see it later, right? If it's moving later, then I can try with small size again. But on the bright side of things, right? Because I kind of been focusing on what I didn't do, what I could have done. On the bright side of things, it's a day where I'm down almost 2K, but because I'm locked in and still like didn't give in to like frustration and like just give up on the day. It's like, okay, just there's always still a chance, right? Now, in terms of max loss, for for me, I don't have a specific number that's max loss. I more so have max frustration. Like if I get to a place where I'm just super frustrated, then that's the day. I could be red $2, and I could be and there's been days where I've been red just like a small amount, $50, and shut it down. Days where okay, I'm green 600 back to flat, green 600 back to flat, and it's like, to hell with whatever's moving. I'm out of here. I'm done. But there can also be a day like today where okay, I'm red almost 2000, but mentally it's like mentally I'm not at my limit. I'm not at my wits end or anything. So if there continues to be more opportunities and I can connect, then there's a chance I can come back to flat or green. Hesitating, man. Not in an uptrend, not in a good sequence. If we had gotten at least 30 cents out of that trade, because from 10.14, 10.11 spread, we got to 10.60 in the next 2 to 3 seconds. And I had the intuition. I already put my order entry with big size, didn't pull the trigger. And that particular trade, I can't remember where it was at this point, but that particular trade could have helped out a lot in terms of like getting decently green at least. So started off up about 600, then red 1300, green 400, and now red 140. How much money is that? And that's just start to end. That's not the back and forth in between. So everything else, HSCS, MSS, looks like BNZI coming down some more. Perhaps it is finished. XHG is the only thing that's kind of still alive. Looks like I got a really high fill there. And the orders are just sitting on the screen. Lovely. The halt's at 40 here. Hopefully gets halted up. Time 11. 43 to halt up. 43. gosh. Forget you can't use over a certain amount of size, which is quite silly. Bro, I don't know who makes up these rules. Like what? Because there's been so many stocks at this exact parameter where you could use like 5,000, 6,000 shares, whatever. Now you can't use 3,000 shares. Silly? Yes, very silly. Nothing. 33, 31. It's having trouble. 27, 26. 5-minute candle also looking a little weak. Time, there's less than 30 seconds. It needs to at least close as a green doji. So like 32 close, 33. The next 15 seconds. I wonder if you could limit, you probably could limit in with more size. I could check, but probably best not to check in this area here. Day trading, man, such an easy, hard field. It's so easy but so hard at the same time. It feels easy but feels so difficult. But it's also so difficult. You come in on a day like yesterday, everything is smooth, you leave here feeling nice, you study up, like yeah, tomorrow again. And then the market comes with an uppercut to your mouth and two kicks to the stomach. And say what you gonna do now? What you gonna do when we come for you? There's this beautiful love-hate relationship. Some may say toxic, but I say, hey, I never take it personal, so it's all good business. All part of the deal. The contract that I've accepted. There'll be days where I show up and then I get slapped with a big red day to start. And I have to smile and look forward to the awesomeness that's to come. The awesomeness. And in the end, we always have control because I can choose not to trade a certain stock. I can choose to size down. There are always options. CAPR being mentioned from Steve. CAPR. Yeah, there could be something there. I'm gonna shut it down soon though. Going to shut it down soon. 37, 32. It's in a decent area, but the volume is lower. And watch, people are going to be marketing into this one. 10,000 shares, and then there's no volume. And the order is going to get filled. What are the rules? The APR. Okay. Definitely could be something, but again, the volume's still a little lighter. Maybe not enough people paying attention to it, so. I think this is where I'm going to shut it down. If trading wasn't hard, a day like today would have been embarrassing. So it's almost embarrassing here. Almost. Down 550 on a stock that's in my favorite price range. Not good. Gives me some homework to do at least. So I'm going to be studying up again tonight. And I'll be back tomorrow again for another beautiful day. So for those of you going all the way till 4 p.m. and beyond, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient. I'll be around, so if something else does move, I wouldn't mind going live in the chat again. But for now, taking it easy. Maybe CAPR does take off later, but taking it easy right now, shutting it down, keeping it tight, staying afloat, and we'll be back later. Stay safe, stay green.